back. We hope that you've stayed on or rejoined us. We believe that even though we are socially distancing, we don't have to isolate ourselves. We can have time together, whether it is through a phone or through a computer. So we hope that you have stayed with us. What we want to do is, we're not going to take a lot of time, but we're going to spend a little bit of time, which is special. I have two sets of questions, two different sets of questions that I want to ask you, and of course you're going to need time to type it in. And I want to try to keep tabs, if I can, of who gets the most correct. And maybe whoever gets the most between these two sets of questions, we can get a little award to you at some point. So we'll make it a little contest. You know I'm very competitive, and I have my compadre with me, Ed McMahon. Yes, we're a team here. Isn't that great? Praise God. All right, so what we're going to do is the first set of questions that we have for you are related to the year in which our church was established, 2006. It's hard to believe that was 14 years ago. And I've done this before, but let's see how well you remember without using your telephone at home, without cheating and using the internet. I'm going to ask you some questions, okay? No cheating. About 2006. And the first question's a very easy one. I'm giving you a lob, real simple one, okay? First one is, who was the president of the United States in 2006? Who was the president of the United States of America in 2006? Now remember, only 14 years ago, guys. We shouldn't have a problem with this, I hope. But type in, and we'll Kurt or Matt, one of us, will have the answer that you give. Does anyone know who was the president in 2006? Okay, I'll give you a clue. It wasn't George Washington.
I think Keith has it.
Keith?
George Bush Jr.
All right, awesome. All right, so I'm going to keep tabs. Keith has 1 point. Good job, brother Keith. We hope you're doing better every day, Keith.
And Cindy actually did our intro. Here's Johnny.
Okay, I love Johnny Carson. I remember him as a kid. I do. I wasn't very old, but I do remember Johnny, and I loved Ed McMahon. Ed McMahon was one of a kind.
Yeah, he became a millionaire for doing nothing
he didn't do much.
Saying what I just said.
That's right. What a job that must have been.
Shannon also said George Bush. Sherry Leckenby said George Bush.
Awesome, but I'm going to go with the first person.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, going to go with Keith. That's good that you all got that, but Keith gets 1 point, okay? All right, next question about 2006. See if you can remember this, and I know you'll get this probably. Who won the Super Bowl in 2006? Who won the Super Bowl in 2006? And if you can tell me what team they defeated, I'll even give you an extra point. So who won the Super Bowl in 2006? And if you can, tell me who they defeated. Okay? 2006. Again, we're talking 14 years ago. And we'll see if any of you know your football without using your phones. All right? You can always take a guess. It doesn't hurt, right? You're not going to get minus points for a wrong answer. So please feel free to type in, take a guess. 2006 Super Bowl champions. Do we have anyone?
Not yet.
Wow.
Although Jackie just said New York Giants.
Jackie, maybe that's in your dreams.
Shannon, Tampa Bay?
No, not Tampa Bay. That's a good guess, though. They were like in the early 2000s.
Sherry, Eagles versus Steelers?
No, they've never met Eagles-Steelers before. I'm hoping someday we get to see it. But who did she say won the Super Bowl, Eagles-Steelers?
She did not. She meant to say Steelers, I'm sure.
Should we give it to her then? Should we give it to her?
It
Ed,
was
what do
the
you think?
Steelers.
It is the Steelers.
Yes.
I'll give.
All
And who
right.
was that got it again?
It was Sherry Leckenby.
Sherry. Okay, Sherry, I'm glad you could join us. Good to know that you're online. So Sherry gets a point. I thought Keith would have definitely gotten that. The Steelers, and they ended up beating the Seattle Seahawks. I remember that because I thought it was robbery. I thought the Seahawks should have won, but I'm not a Steeler fan. All right, next question. 2006, folks, we're celebrating the year of our anniversary. What was the Academy Award winning movie for 2006? That's a hard one, especially if you can't type. I don't want you to use your phones. What was the Academy Award winning movie for 2006? I almost forgot about this movie. I'll give you a hint. It wasn't I don't think it was that great of a movie, but it was a unique movie because it involved all different people. Like, it wasn't just about one main person. If I remember correctly, it involved all different people coming together over an event. And that event is the name of the movie. So the best movie, 2006. I'll give you a few more seconds.
Lisa Dooley, Avatar.
No. I think Avatar was close. I think that was like 2008 or something. You're close, Lisa, but not Avatar. Remember, this movie was about all different people that came together over an event. And the movie's named after really basically that event.
Hazel, Producers.
No, not Producers. I'm not familiar with that one. Producers. I'll have to watch that, Hazel.
Lisa, Titanic.
No.
It was close.
It's close. I think you know what the movie is, don't you, Kurt?
Crash.
Yes.
That wasn't,
Kurt.
but that wasn't me. That was Shannon.
Shannon.
Crash.
All right, Shannon. You got it.
Go Shannon.
Good one. Crash. Do you remember that movie? If I remember correctly, it was about all these different people that came together in the crash at the end of the movie or something. It was different. It was different. All right, so Shannon has one, Sherry has one, Keith has one. Let's go on. This one, within 10 cents, either low or high, tell me what the price of unleaded gas was in 2006. The price of unleaded gas in 2006. I'll give you 10 cents either way. I'll round it off. You know how they always do 0.9. I'm going to round it off. Tell me what you think it was for unleaded gas. It may not be as low as you think. I'll give you that little hint. 2006. The price of unleaded gas. With my one car, I got to get super unleaded. That's what kills me.
Lisa Fuller, $1.90.
No, not correct. Sorry, Lisa.
Shannon Guard, $2.53.
She got it.
Whoa!
Shannon's hot.
Shannon.
It was $2.60, but Shannon got it. Shannon, you're hot. All right. $2.59 exactly was, but $2.60 was what I rounded up to, and she said $2.53. Great job. Great job, Shannon. All right. Here's one that you should be able to figure out, I think. What was the best-selling car in 2006? The best-selling car. It's a very popular car. I think it's been the best-selling car probably for years and years and years. That might give you a little hint. But 2006 best-selling car. Okay? I've never owned one of these. I'd like to someday. I've owned, see, this will give it away maybe. I've owned the make, but not the model.
So Lisa said a Honda.
Good guess. That was second, Honda Accord.
Jackie said Chevy.
Jackie, I hate to say it, not Chevy. Chevy, no.
Hazel, Toyota.
Toyota. I'll give it to Hazel. It's a Toyota Camry, but I'm going to give it to her. Toyota Camry. So Hazel, you're on the board. Toyota Camry has been the best-selling car, I think, like every year since like 2000. They're most dependable. I could be a Toyota salesman. I could. Good job, though. Good job. All right, here's one. Most watched TV show of 2006. Most watched TV show of 2006.
Archie Bunker and All in the Family.
No. Who said that? Is that yours? No,
mine,
no,
that's
that
mine.
goes back a little further. That goes back a little further to the 70s. We're not that old
Okay.
as a
Well,
church.
I am.
No. Yeah, 2006. 2006, most watched TV show. It's a show that's still on today. I'll give you a hint. It's a show that, I'll give you another hint, that stopped and then restarted. It stopped and restarted.
Shannon said AGT, but I don't know what that is.
AGT, I'm not sure what that stands for.
Jackie said MASH. Cindy said Seinfeld.
No,
Sherry said Fresh Prince.
No, you guys are going way back too far.
Lisa said Simpsons.
The Simpsons is a good guess, but no.
Keith said American Idol.
Keith got it. Keith just got it.
Another
American
one for
Idol.
Keith.
Keith is it tied with Shannon with 2. Keith, good job. Good job. Okay, yeah, American Idol. Other popular shows.
Bob Long said Lost.
Well, no, that was one of the popular ones at that
love
time.
that.
It was. Lost was. Some of the other ones were Dancing with the Stars, CSI Crime Scene, Grey's Anatomy, House,
Love it.
Desperate Housewives, CSI Miami, and I think Lost was another one. Do you know 24, the movie series or TV series 24? It was ranked 27th.
Really?
That was like one of the best shows I thought ever produced.
My rank number 1.
I know. I think mine too.
I've watched it. I've watched the whole series 3 times.
Yeah, I know. You can never get tired of watching it.
No.
But I can't believe it was 27th on
I
that
think
list.
Peter's right with us, though, too.
Yes, Peter and Jackie,
Peter
I think,
and Jackie
have
love
watched that,
24.
that series. But yeah, American Idol, good one, Keith. All right, here's one that's going to be really hard, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. What was the most popular Christmas toy of 2006? The most popular Christmas toy of 2006. And I'm going to give you, I'll give a chance to answer, but I'm going to give you some hints. This was an actual stuffed toy, a stuffed toy. And I'm going to say it, a very cute stuffed toy that younger children really loved. And I think they still do get into it even today. I still see this in stores. Yeah. So, most popular Christmas toy 2006. One clue is it's a stuffed toy for children, young children, and it's still in stores today.
Cindy, Teddy Tuck's Pin.
Good guess, but no, Cindy. Good guess. though.
Lisa, Dancing Elmo.
I'm going to give it to Lisa. TMX Elmo.
Okay.
TMX Elmo. I don't know what that stands for. TMX.
Actually, I think Lisa got it. Tickle Me Elmo.
Oh, that's yeah.
Tickle Me
Tickle Me Elmo. I guess the X was a higher version. I don't know. Tickle Me Elmo. So Lisa gets that. Lisa gets 1. She's on the board. You guys are sharp. You guys are sharp. All right. Couple more questions from 2006, and then we're going to go to questions concerning Living Hope Bible Church. We're going to continue the scores over, but a couple more. 2006, what was the most popular, this is a hard one, most popular candy of 2006? Most popular candy of 2006. Now, I'm going to have to give you a clue. Now, first of all, the year I was born, I checked it out, 1963. Do you remember Sweet Tarts? Sweet Tarts. We used to buy them all the time. I love those.
I did too.
I
did too.
Sweet Tarts. Okay, but a clue for the most popular candy would be it has something to do with peanut butter. It has something to do with peanut butter.
Okay, that knocks Keith out, who guessed Skittles.
Skittles was popular,
It
Keith.
was, very.
Yeah, but not 2006.
Jackie Reese's Peanut Butter Cup?
I'm going to give it to Jackie.
There we
Reese's
go.
Crispy Crunchy Bar. Reese's Crispy Crunchy Bar. So that was now, who was that, Jackie?
Jackie Nordman.
So Jackie's on the board with 1. So we have Keith and Shannon tied with 2. Sherry, Hazel, Lisa, and Jackie have 1 each. Okay? All right. Another question. This is really hard, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. The best performing single song of 2006. The best performing single song of 2006. I'm going to give you a hint. This popular song has the word day in it. Something day, blank day. Blank day. So it's 2 words, 2-word title, blank day. And I'll give you another hint. It was the theme song, I believe, on American Idol that very year. And it was the best single. So blank day, and it was, I believe, the theme song of American Idol. See, I remember this because I watched...
Shannon, Have a Nice Day?
No, not Have a Nice Day.
Lisa, Lovely Day?
No, not Lovely Day.
Jackie, Bad Day?
Jackie got it.
Oh,
Jackie
my
got
goodness.
it. Bad Day. Jackie, you're hot. I see Jackie listens to a lot of music. From what I've heard, she goes racing in her car, and she has the music on loud. That's what I was told. Jackie, you better be safe. Bad Day. Remember that?
I love it.
You remember Having a Bad Day or something, and it was on American Idol? Yeah, that was a good one. All right, last one from 2006, and then we're going to transition to our church.
So Eric Washik just joined
Oh.
us, so he better get this last one for sure.
Yeah, maybe he will. All right, Eric. This is, again, 2006, the year our church was founded. What was Time's Person of the Year in 2006? What was Time's Person of the Year in 2006? Now, again, you can't use your phones to look it up, and no cheating. This was one of the most unusual people. And I'll give you a clue. It wasn't a single person. It represented a group of people. And on their Time magazine, I'll give you a hint, another hint. It was just 1 word. 1 word. It was a 1-word, 3-letter word. A 3-letter single word. It represented a group of people as person's time of the year. Anyone at all? I know that's a hard one.
Eric said Sully.
No.
I don't think that's...
No.
Jackie said New York Giants.
My
Goodness.
Yeah, when Jackie doesn't know an answer, she just defaults to the Giants, unfortunately.
Hazel
But
said you.
Hazel just got it.
Again.
Hazel,
Way to go,
you.
Hazel.
So Hazel's tied with, as we go from 2006 to our church questions, we have
So
Keith.
who was you?
You was supposed to represent all of the people that contribute to the internet, like the internet that
okay.
was really becoming real big at that time, 2006. You contributed, they talked about, to the internet. So that isn't that strange?
And Shannon came right in under Hazel.
Oh, and she had the right answer?
She did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shannon, tough one. All right, so going into now questions about Living Hope Bible Church, we have a tie. Keith has 2 points, Shannon has 2, Hazel has 2, and Jackie has 2. And then Sherry and Lisa have 1 each. Okay, so we have plenty more questions. You have time to catch up and win, so stay with us. These questions now deal with our church, Living Hope Bible Church. Okay, so these should be a little bit easier, I hope. Okay, first person, what is our church address? What is our church address? Now, I would hope all of you know this, but I bet you many don't. What is our church address? And, you know, street, number and street will do. Number and street. Now, hopefully you know that, folks. Our church address. I know some of you have been mailing your offerings, and thank you. Praise God.
And Cindy lost her audio for that last question.
Oh.
But, Cindy, it was you, Y-O-U.
You.
And the answer goes to Jackie Nordman, who must have been speeding around the church with her windows open and her radio blasting.
Yes, I believe
35 South Main
Yes,
Street.
35 South Main Street is our church's address. And Jackie, you're now in the lead with 3 points.
She needs a convertible. I
Yes.
think Peter should buy Jackie
A convertible. I like that.
Absolutely.
Especially with Pete, when you'd ever seen with his sunglasses on.
Yes,
He looks
yes,
so cool.
yes.
Pete looks so cool. And I think together, and that's that convertible.
It would be perfect.
That would.
And they need a big dog to sit in the back
Yes,
seat.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That would be, they're going to really.
Jackie, put your order in. Amen.
Pete and Jackie are going to be after us after this, I'm sure. All right. Next question about our church.
Of course. She said my favorite, Alexis.
Nice.
Nice, yeah,
Nice
yeah.
taste. Nice taste.
Go for it.
Go for it, guys. Go for it. You only live once. Trade in your, even though that car is really nice you have, trade it in. Get that convertible Lexus.
Yeah.
All right, next question. You're going to get me laughing, Kurt. I won't be able to stop. All right, here we go. What is our church motto? What is our church motto? It's fairly long. I know you have to type it out, but you should know it. What is our church motto? The whole motto. Not just part of it, all of it. What is our church motto? Sometimes on Sundays when I'm greeting folks, I will sometimes mention this. It's also on our bulletin, isn't it?
Right on the front page.
Yep. Don't show them, Kurt.
Well, they can't, unless they really have supervision.
They're going to zoom in. Yeah, it is. It's right on our front
By the
page.
way, while you're doing that, I'm going to give you a plug, and that is that the bulletins now are on our website. So
Praise God.
You can go in on Saturday and pull our bulletins for the following Sunday.
Awesome. Kurt, thank you again for your ministry.
Jackie Nordman, where hope comes to life.
That is part of the motto. What do you think, Kurt? Give it to her. There's a second part of it.
So Sherry said, where hope comes to life and the sun always shines.
I got to give it to Shannon. Yes.
No, Sherry.
Oh, Sherry. I'm going to give it to Sherry. Excellent. Sherry, you got it. The full motto, and I hope you understand, Jackie, is where hope comes to life and the sun, S-O-N, not S-U-N, S-O-N, always shines.
I like Eric's better.
Oh, no.
Everybody has to eat.
Yes.
Way to
yes.
go, Eric.
Eric, I love that motto. We could change it. What do you think?
Better than most people. Well, no, most people know I like to eat.
Well, maybe we should make that our understood motto.
There we go.
Because I love eating too.
Yeah.
I do.
It's been a while since we said that.
I know.
We
I
have
know.
to-
It's hopefully not too long in the future. But next question. In what year did we purchase our present church building? Now, we know we founded our church in 2006, granted. But when did we take ownership of this building? I mentioned it today in the service when I was giving a brief synopsis of our history. Hopefully, you were paying attention. What year did we purchase this beautiful building? That's 150 years old, guys. It is. It was founded in 1869.
Sherry, 2008.
No. Good guess.
Keith, 2012.
No. Good guess as well, but no.
Shannon, 2007.
No. We still don't have a correct answer.
Lisa, 2009.
No.
Well, we'll just keep going on.
I know. Process of elimination, guys. Process of elimination. It was in January of that year.
2003, 2014.
No.
Wow.
I can't believe we missed this. Come on, guys, you got to know.
2010?
Yes, who got that?
Boy, it was neck and neck between Jackie and Sherry. They came like right
All right,
in.
after each other, but Jackie
Yeah,
got it, though?
Jackie was,
I
she types faster than Sherry does.
Jackie's fast across the board, isn't she? Right, Pete? All right, so I'm going to have to give that to Jackie. I'm sorry, Sherry. Good try, Shannon. But Jackie's in the lead with 4 now. She's taking commanding lead. And then Keith, Sherry, Shannon, and Hazel have 2. And Lisa has 1. All right, let's go to the next question. It was 2010. Don't forget that. All right, here we go. You ready for this one? I don't think anyone's going to get this. What is the middle name of Living Hope Bible Church's pastor? What is the middle name of Living Hope Bible Church's pastor? That means, what is my middle name? And not many of you know it for good reason. I don't particularly love it, but I was named by my father, my middle name, for someone he knew.
Okay.
He was a Christian man, good friend of his.
I just saw it somewhere.
Oh, even Kurt doesn't know it.
Remember.
Even Kurt doesn't know it. Wow.
Aria.
Aria got it.
Warren.
She's right. All right, Aria.
Way to go,
yes,
Aria.
Aria. I'm
Yes,
glad
yes,
she's tuned
yes.
in. All right, Aria, you're on the board. Come on. Okay. Yeah, Warren. Mark Warren De Silva.
Oh, Keith guessed my middle name, Eugene.
Now we know.
You got us confused, Keith.
Eugene. Now I know. I never knew your middle name.
Yeah.
Eugene.
I was named after someone too, but I can't remember who.
Oh, it was. All right.
Lisa Dooley thought it was Eagles.
That would have been a good guess. I wish I had been. But no, not quite. All right.
Bob Lane says Aristophanes. How'd you like to have to spell that?
Could you
in
grade
grade school?
That's a nice Greek name, though. That's a nice Greek name, but no, not quite. All right. Here's one that some will have an advantage on this, but how many leaders presently serve on our leadership board? How many leaders presently serve on our leadership board? That would be the whole board, including me. You know, we have a leadership team. I hope you all know that. We meet monthly, and I ask you to pray for those monthly meetings. We discuss a lot of things, and we have some great servant leaders in our church that do a lot of work. We discuss the building, the budget, different ministries, different things. We've been discussing the need to reopen. How are we going to reopen? When are we going to reopen? So our leadership team is a great team. How many total people serve on our leadership team?
They're all coming in very close.
Oof.
Keith Culver is first with 7.
Keith gets it, folks. 7. And
Although
Keith,
he
should, because Keith is one of them. That's why I said some might have an advantage.
Right.
Keith, so you have Kurt, myself, and Pete. Pete Norton are 3 elders. Then we have Susan Mead, which is the chairperson of the board. And then you have Janet, Keith, and Sue Ebert. So that's your 7 right there. Okay? All right, let's go to the next one. We have a few number of questions left. We still anyone's game here. All right. What is our church's theme verse? What is our church's theme verse? I will either accept the reference, the book and verse, book, chapter, and verse, or the actual first phrase of that verse. Either one I will accept. The chapter, book, and verse, book, chapter, and verse, or just the first opening phrase of that verse. This is a hard one, but you should be able to get it. I've alluded to it a number of times. Again, let me give you a hint. The theme verse is found right in the middle of the Bible. If you know what book marks the very middle of the Bible, I've often alluded to that as well. There's one book that is the exact middle of the Bible. It's an Old Testament book, It's an Old Testament book. I'll give you another clue. It's an Old Testament book that deals with worship. Deals with worship. That should give away the book.
Loving Hope Church from Jackie.
We are a loving hope. We are a loving church, Jackie, like you two lovebirds there at home. But no, this is an actual verse from the Bible. I already gave you the book, basically. It's in the Old Testament. It's a book of worship. So that should give you the book. The chapter is in the hundreds.
So they can't use the internet, but they can open their Bibles.
Yes, yes. So this is I've pretty much given you the book. Old Testament book, book of worship. The chapter is in the hundreds, 100 and something. And I mean, I don't know if I can do anything more. If we don't get it, I'll give you the answer. Anyone at all?
This one's a stumper.
It's a stumper. Let me give it to you. It's Psalm 127, verse 1. Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. So
Amen.
We understand that this is the Lord's house and it can only be built through His help.
So if we were in school, everybody'd have to write that verse 100 times.
I like the idea. Should we make them do it, Kurt?
I think so. And then send their sheets in. and Mike Vanetz can audit them.
Yes, we should probably do that. But that's what I did to my kids when they were young. Sometimes if they disobeyed, I would pick out a verse and have them write it. Yeah, I'm sure they remember that. All right, let's go to another question. This is a real question. It's a kind of a comedy question. What highly unusual item did we once need to serve at communion? What highly unusual item did we once need to serve at communion? I will never forget it.
I think I know the
You
answer.
probably remember that.
But I'll let other people go.
Yes. This was unforgettable, I think. I will never forget, we had to substitute something for our normal communion service. It was the only thing, evidently, we had.
We have grape juice with a punch.
We have done that. It's fermented a little bit, that grape juice. Just a little bit. That's been interesting.
Oops, Keith and Aria both at the same time. Keith was a little bit quicker on his typing. Animal crackers.
Yes, Keith got it. Aria, I'm a tough one, honey. You were right. Animal crackers. I will never forget it. The service is about to start, and someone comes up to me real quickly and says, "Pastor, we're out of our normal matzah crackers. The only thing we have are animal crackers." And I thought, well, I know the Lord will understand. And I said, go ahead, prepare them. And I remember, I think I had the lion when I used the communion. That was funny.
Although, given the staleness sometime of our matzah,
yeah, the animal crackers.
We might opt for animal crackers.
We should probably keep them handy in case.
Absolutely.
They're nice and sweet. So that puts Keith tied with Jackie at 4. And then in second are Sherry, Shannon, Hazel with 2. And then Lisa and Aria with 1 each. All right, let's go on. All right. This is going to be a dead giveaway for someone, but I'm going to do it. In which state was our pastor's wife born? In which state was our pastor's wife born? Jonna, what state was she born in? I know some of you know this.
Depends on who can type the
quickest, yes.
And the longest.
Yeah, really.
So Lisa abbreviated it, MASS.
That is not correct.
No,
that
Lisa.
Is not correct,
Yes,
Lisa.
and Jackie, Susan, Shannon Guard, Philly.
No, we could guess though.
Aria's got it. Alaska.
Aria, you got it. Aria moves up to second with 2. Very good, Aria. My wife has the distinction of having been born in Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska.
I
And
never knew that.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
her dad
was in the service?
yeah, her dad was in the Air Force. He traveled around.
I did not know that.
So yeah, she didn't live long there, but that was where she was born. All right. A few more, and then we'll get our winner. It's close, guys. All right, what 2 local sports teams do we go to watch every year? What 2 local sports teams do we go to watch every year? There's two sporting events we go to every year. What are the teams of those 2 sports teams? Now, it should be pretty easy.
I would think.
Eric,
if you're still on, you should get this
yes,
one for sure.
Yes. What 2 sports teams do we go to watch every year? Now,
Shannon said Phillies, Sherry said Eagles Steelers, Lisa said Iron Pigs, and Penguins.
yes, Lisa gets it. Iron Pigs and Penguins.
Although Keith said Rail Riders and Penguins.
Oh.
Yeah, you said
It's
local teams.
Local.
Yes,
I
yes.
got to give it to Keith.
You do.
You're
Yes.
right.
Yep.
Because we do go to see the Iron Pigs, but they're from Lehigh Valley. They're the Phillies team. But the 2 local teams are the Penguins and the Rail Riders. So Keith moves in the lead with 5. That was key. He's presently in the lead with 5.
That
Jackie,
might have been a little bit misleading.
yeah, should I give Lisa one too?
Well, no. A lot of there was a lot of confusion there. With
Yeah.
But Keith came in with the right.
Keith was
with the
right. I'm going to
answer.
definitely give it to Keith is in the lead with 5, Jackie with 4, and then you have a bunch tied with 2. Sherry, Shannon, Hazel, and Aria.
Although Eric said Phantoms and Iron Pigs.
And what did Keith say?
Keith said Rail
Depends.
Riders.
Yeah.
And Rail Riders and Penguins.
Yeah, but the Penguins are the local team.
Right.
We do
right.
go to see the Phantoms.
As are the Rail Riders.
Rail Riders, yeah. So that's why I would give it to Keith. We always go to see the 2 Philly teams play, but again, the question was 2 local teams. It could be confusing. I apologize if it was, but I'm going to give that to Keith. All right, next question. We only have a couple more left, so this is going to decide it probably. The next 2 questions. How many, get this now, how many total rooms do we have in our church? Now, this is confusing because I'm going to include some things that you might not think are rooms. I hope again, this might be controversial, but how many total rooms are there in our church building? I went over this several times in my head. I'll go over it with you. But total rooms, okay? How many total? I need a number.
Jackie Nordman, 8.
No, I see.
Eric says not too many.
Not too many, he's right. But more than you think, Eric. It's
Shannon said 3. Lisa said 12.
no. Oh, wow.
Keith, 8. Bob Lane, 8. Aria, 10.
Oh, so close.
Sherry, 7. Hazel, 8. Ed Kowalski, 7.
No.
Cindy, 10. Bob Lane, 9. Shannon, 3. Lisa, 11.
11. Lisa gets it.
And she came in right ahead of Eric, so
Yeah, 11.
They were close.
Let me go over them with you real quickly. Upstairs, we've got the sanctuary, the balcony, and the vestibule. The open area there when you first come in. That's 3. Then downstairs, you have my office, the secretary's office. That's 5. You have the fellowship hall. That's 6. Then you have the 2 bathrooms. That's 7 and 8. Then you have the kitchen, 9, and the nursery, 10. And then the basement. The basement.
That was a tough one.
That's 11. Yeah, I know it's tough.
No one ventures into this.
Except the pastor. I go down there a lot to clean out the boiler down there. The boiler. So 11. So this might decide it. This is the last question I have.
And what's the score?
Keith has got 5, Jackie 4, and then a bunch tied with 2. Sherry with 2, Shannon with 2, Hazel with 2, Lisa with 2, and Aria with 2. So really, this is between Keith and Jackie, but everyone should try.
Eric reminded us there's bodies in the basement. That's why. Obviously, he's been down there.
We hope not. For instance, we hope there aren't some former pastors down there in the basement, their bodies covered over. All right, last question. I alluded to this earlier, so you should be able to get this. Or no, I'm sorry. I actually have 2 questions. I'm sorry, 2 questions.
So there's still time for...
Still time. 2 questions. Who are the only charter members who attend Living Hope Bible Church? Who are the only charter members, someone that was with us from the very beginning, back in 2006? Now, this is kind of deceiving because you don't always see these charter members, but they do still occasionally come to our church. They were part of the original people that started when we started Living Hope. I'll give you a hint. There's two families in particular. And if you can name the families, we'll give you that. But
so Lisa said the Kowalskis.
But there's 2 families,
Right.
Lisa.
Cindy said Ed, now I'm not quite sure what that is. Lisa said Myers.
All right, so she's got it. Lisa got it. The
yeah.
Myers
Yeah.
and the Kowalskis.
Well, so who said the Kowalskis?
I think
she said both.
Yeah.
Lisa said both.
So Lisa moves to 3 now, total. Jackie and Keith are still right there, though. 5 for Keith, 4 for Jackie, 3 for Lisa. This is my last question that I have. This should decide it. And I did mention this earlier, so no excuse. In what year was this church building erected? In what year was this church building erected? If for the history buffs that are out there,
AD or BC?
You'd think BC, I know. Oh, you would think BC sometimes, even though we've done so much work on this church. If you're, for history buff fans, this was 4 years after the Civil War ended.
Shannon said 2006.
No. What year was this building erected?
Right.
Cindy,
Cindy 1853.
No.
Eric 1869.
Eric got it. 1869.
Way to go, Eric.
Eric got on the scoreboard finally.
All right.
Eric got one.
Good man.
1869. The Civil War, this puts things in perspective, folks, ended in 1865. So this building was built 4 years after Lincoln was assassinated in 1869. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Hazel also got it.
Good,
Yep.
good. But after all of the questions, our grand winner,
Dun, 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 dun.
Keith Culver. Keith had 5, and Jackie did well. She had 4, Lisa 3, and then Sherry, Shannon, Hazel, and Aria with 2, Eric with 1. So Keith, you will get a special prize. We're going to keep it as a secret of what it's going to be. I have something just in mind for you, in fact. I can't wait. This will be good.
I can't either.
Yes.
Shall we wait till he's here in person to
Yeah,
award it?
yeah. Well, I'll tell you afterwards what I plan on doing, Kurt. But Keith, congratulations. And thank you, folks, for tuning in. One of the things we wanted to look back on was the year we established Living Hope, 2006, unique year. And, of course, some of facts about our church. I think we have a very special church.
We do.
You know, we may be small, but we're powerful. Small but powerful. I always tell my wife, small things come in, big packages. I'm small. No, Lord forgive me. But the Lord has blessed us, hasn't He? And we have a special group of people, and you make up this church and make it so special. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful, if there's no other comments, have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. We love you guys. And I hope to see you again this Wednesday and next Sunday. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Kurt, thank you. Go Eagles. And, and God bless. Take